Hello and welcome. Good evening. We are Sim Broadcast, and on today's schedule, almost on time, we got Rony's Tuesday Fun Race Extra Large, number 111. So let's quickly go through this starting procedure, and we can start the race very soon. Here you can see the event calendar for the year, 12 rounds once every month. Last time we didn't get the broadcast, but we will be broadcasting all of these live this year. And for today's combo, we got the track here. It's Blackwood custom layout, and the race length will be 43 laps, and we will have mandatory 10 seconds pit stop, and that's 10 seconds standing time on the pits. No work needed if so deemed, but people will be probably running out of fuel if they don't refuel tonight. The car today will be Formula Skippy. It's a small, lightweight Formula car, like Junior Formula. It's a 2-liter inline-4 with a rear-wheel drive, only 570 kilos and 150 horsepower. So it's a bit like driving a karting car to do this nature. But of course, this one has gearbox and some downforce, etc., etc. So it's a bigger go-kart has, one could say. Here's the Drivers' Championship. I believe this is from last year's championship standings, so it's not up to date yet. But today, this year, there will be 250 euros prize money in total, shared across the top 10 in the championship. And here we got the qualifying results. These are on time. As you can see, Paul is separated only by 1,000 off again. So it's very tight between Super and Rex. We got plenty of starters today. 22 times I see here caught in the timing table. You can see only 20, but we have a second page somewhere waiting for us. Here we go. Lucas and Harmon being the last qualifiers for this race. Harmon though is above the 110% limit, but I believe he should be allowed to start in this race. And of course, I forgot to introduce ourselves. My name is Miika Särkkinen, and today joining me is Owen Harmon. Good evening, Owen. How are you doing?
Hi, Miika. Yeah, I'm keeping well. Fair play to you for carrying the first few moments of our stream. It was an awful shame that we couldn't broadcast last month at South City. That looked like an exciting prospect in the LX4s, but through technical difficulties again, we're fighting as hard as we can to make sure the broadcast goes ahead for all of our viewers and the organizer Rony, plus all our drivers. Absolutely, we're making sure everyone gets their fair chance to be on stream today.
Yeah, very well. I'm glad we got this setup today, even though it got a bit late. But here, one more look at the track map before we start in just a minute. It got a lot of twists and turns there, and it's, even though it's like on the car park section, it can be a little bumpy sometimes, and this car isn't very nice on the bumps all times. So you might see some drivers struggle with like the S corners here, but it's all up to see.
Yeah, by all means, certainly there will be overtaking points on this track. Yeah, the final few corners definitely will lead up to opportunities to overtake, but the first chicane turns 3 to 5 there. That could be very risky for all our drivers if they're going in side by side.
Yeah, and along with that, we are gridding up. We should have the grid all set up. You can focus the cameras on there. We got the race clean message on the screen, and there's a whole bunch of cars lining up, and light should be coming up any second now. Gonna be red light and a little bit hold, and we're green. Here we go. It seems pretty clean start. It's quite equal start, and there everyone just getting off the line very well. Oh, someone's flying out there. I don't know if that
Might have
was a
been
lag or if
Arska. I
that
think
was
it might
a
have been
contact.
Arska. Got a bit wider. I'll double check that for you.
Yeah, but at the start it's clean. Suffolk keeps his lead from Rex. Rex following close behind, and Unite gets the third place there as they file up single file there. Awesome was going for the overtake. I believe that's the only my teammate going inside of someone that might be. I can tell the name apart from now. Well, I believe the Emily just gained a position there with a nice breaking inside turn two.
Yeah, it seemed like part of the road bounced up the driver in question there. The fourth place qualifier went around the outside, so an awful piece of luck there to have that happen to you. Just no fault of the driver, just getting pinched in the air by the road surface, and yeah, they're way down the order now.
Yeah, that's unfortunate thing that can sometimes happen with custom layouts. But well, this is virtual racing, so everything is always possible. Right, after a good start here, cars are flying up through the speeds here, and that is the Steven Martin trying to go inside there, and there's a huge battle. They are joining behind him as well. That will be Genar Aerox just getting past, and Reed for race green as well.
Yeah, Rayman in one of the black and green race green cars just outbraked himself a little bit into the final hairpin, but he's managed to rescue the situation and he stays P14. But the lead belongs to the pole sitter, the driver who picked this combo in the first place. It's Sufor there with his fifth pole in a row and his seventh overall in his career. So he's absolutely loving it in his Formula Skippy so far.
Yeah, so far also the winner of the last round, and he was able to pick this combo. So I bet he knows it very well, and I'm glad to see he has a good challenger by the name of Rex just behind him. Well, he's already 1 second behind, but the qualifying was much closer.
Yeah, it really was narrow margins, but so far Rex in P2 just has to consolidate this P2 here, Miika. Now we're heading into the industrial estate. Some very tricky barriers to be wary of. Double left-hander here to complete the middle sector. Turns 8 and 9, then across the split line. And now we will speed up a little bit more. Smooth left-hander coming up now to exit the industrial factories. And now very close to the wall there was Rex, but still pretty tight at the top. There's no runaway winner just yet. Knowing the fuel strategy, as you mentioned, Miika, you're guaranteed to require pit stop for top up of fuel, maybe even two stopper if you're feeling very risky. But I think most drivers will be fueled up to probably 90% to make sure they can get down that fuel load all the way until their required pit stop, and then they should be able to make it to the end after that.
Yeah, it's quite interesting as two-stopper could be a strategy here, as it's a custom layout, so there is no speed limit on the pit lane, and Rony doesn't enforce one unless there is an accident. Then, of course, the car with high speed is all usually deemed like penalty with that. So two-stopper might be if you can really squeeze up. If you
Let's
can really
change over to Adam Brown here. He's got an opportunity against Michael Malik out of turn 4 there, and he's pushing reasonably hard here in his golden challenger, hoping to slot into P10, and it looks like he's done it here, Miika. Very, very well played.
Yeah, Adam seems to stay ahead for now, and Michael just isn't able to defend that position or respond to attack of Adam, and Adam is just, he's pulling away very fast.
Yeah, and considering qualified about 16th or 17th, this is a sensational run so far for Adam. To win the race, he's really going to have to negotiate these fast master race car drivers. T-Bug is the first of them, then Gabri, and in between all the master race cars is SGR's Mad Jester. So yeah, Adam, so far so good, but a long way to go if he's going to have any chance, or if anything, yeah. Happy D is helping out his team, blocking Mad Jester's path.
Yeah, it's good for Adam that there's a bunch of cars just fighting each other and they're losing time, so Adam can catch up and he's just joining the back of those racers. But of course, then it's up for Adam the same challenge that he needs to get past all these cars or he's gonna be the one losing time.
Yeah, to have 4 cars in the way here, particularly. Oh, he's got the fastest lap. That's very good. So Adam Brown with the fastest lap. You don't see that very often. Driver in the midfield being genuinely one of the quickest cars. And he just tags the wall there. But he has an inside line on T-Bug again. Oh, there's contact. Matt Jester into the wall with Gabri knocking him aside there. I think it was a racing incident, but just so unfortunate that Adam had his sights set on the inside line. And that's exactly where Gabri ended up. And Santa Cruz is now on the inside of Adam. So he would have lost a bit of his traction there. The front wing took a little bump. But on corner exit, he looks pretty settled now. But yeah, that's so unlucky. He didn't intend to see that happen, but it is the way it's gone from.
Yeah, Manchester is the biggest one to lose, and that one he spun around and had to start again. Adam, he also lost the position to Michael that he just overtook a couple laps ago. And yeah, it's another pack just forming up here. Santa Cruz just looking for a move here, but it's hard to fit that car in there. That's a very tight corner.
Yeah, without a doubt. The circuit really does narrow very rapidly on you, so you have to be very careful. Oh, and Rony's gone sideways. I see Rony in 18th now. He's going to fall towards the back here. He just lost his rear end there, sliding out of control, but he did get the barrier to slow him down a little bit, so that would have been the quick turn 10, but now he's got to dust himself off and try again all the way down in the rear of the field.
Yeah, very unlucky for Rony. It's easy to lose control with this car, and when it starts going, it's very hard to catch up. Like when you spin, you just have to recalibrate yourself and get going once again. And here we got Raymond. He's in the middle of the pack. Oh, that's contact before. Oh, Raymond just barely avoids that. Is that Oscar?
It's Arox. Genoa.
Yeah, Arox. Falling quite far down just before read. This is Oscar just behind a race green machine of Magic. Should be, yeah, that's Magic. And let's see if Oscar can make a move. He's getting very close. He's trying to take all that slipstream. And he's holding back. He's not going for the move. Magic with a defensive line on the inside. Can Oscar do anything on the exit? Oh, he's barely touched the wall there. Not very optimal for him.
Absolutely not. You definitely don't want to hit the wall too often. And even the game does warn each driver, if they're using the cockpit camera, about how the ascents and descents are so rapid. It just gives you little warnings. Just check if your camera is working okay. So yeah, quite an unusual situation in these very sprightly but interesting Formula Skippies. They're so low to the ground that they're unable to be perfectly stable if you use cockpit cam. And here's a good overtaking opportunity here for the battle for 11th here.
Manchester just going inside of Raymond and taking that position, but Raymond is on the slipstream and he stays behind, doesn't go for a move. Well done from Manchester.
Looks like Arska's pinched the inside line into turn 1 against Magic, so that's P14 now for the World Class Lions representative. Pushes very hard through the chicane, making sure there's no opportunity for the counter-attack at Adam Brown's favourite corner.
Yeah, it seemed like Oscar had some more pace than Magic, so he was a little bit stuck behind him, and now he's just getting away, and let's see how far he can climb. Manchester on the other hand. Oh, there's Santa Cruz went just wide before Manchester, and Santa Cruz also spectated out from the race. So Manchester getting that free position.
that's a great shame. Santa Cruz was driving extremely well there, but he's now found himself unable to continue, and that promotes nearly half the field up a position, leaving us with 21 active drivers remaining.
Yeah, Santa Cruz, the first victim of the race so far. Let's see how high finish rate we can get. I believe many of the drivers should be able to finish tonight. It should be quite easy to carry until the end. Rex here, he's not far off so far. So far hasn't been able to escape in the lead. I heard that so far just changed from mouse to wheel, so he's still a little bit getting used to the wheel. That might affect his times a little bit and the pace overall. But so far he's doing good. He's holding on the lead.
Yeah, Rex got the fastest lap the last time around there, leaving Sufor less than 8 tenths per second clear. The 1 minute 45.077 from Rex is now the new benchmark. And Adam, he's easily through a bit of a misleading angle to take the corner there by T-Bug, I believe that is.
That was Happy.
Or Rayman, beg your pardon, Rayman.
Oh, him.
So yeah, Rayman is now out of the race. He's unable to carry on. He's just out of the race by his own admission.
Yeah, that's happening on the straight, but there's ahead you can see that's Adam just going from outside past Gabri. So that was a nice overtake. Gabri was taking defensive line on the inside, but Adam just stuck it to the outside and was able to carry over the speed. That was a very nice overtake move.
We have an explanation of what happened there. Arska has pretty much lost part of his suspension here. That car will not turn properly to the left. The front left is locking for Arska, so the contact must have been made there with Rayman. He apologized for what happened, so yeah, I'm afraid Arska's evening is going to be very, very uninspiring now. He can barely turn the car, so he's just going to pray he can get to a pit stop before the leaders meet him. So devastating now for Arska.
Let's hope he can bring that to the pits and fix it, so he can just drive until the end. I believe this is the 50th order for Excel start for Arska, so for that milestone he might want to finish it as well.
Yeah, it's absolutely true, yeah. He won't give up until it's absolutely unattainable here or unassailable. So yeah, in his 50th career XL start, to have to do 12 in 1 year, that's the best anyone can do, is to race 12 XLs in a single calendar year. So the fact that he's done 50 tells you how much of a veteran he is at this stage. So yeah, thank goodness if he can just get into the pits. Yeah, he will make it. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, Oscar being a veteran, but so is his teammate Jari Katila, who is on P18 at the moment. This marks the 100th RDR XL start for Katila, so very big hats off to him as well, sticking in for so long.
Yeah, he's only missed 11 races in history, which is absolutely outstanding down the years. Yeah, nearly probably 7 years worth of contribution to the series, which is absolutely phenomenal. So well done to our new century holders. Brilliant stuff for the two lads in World Class Lions. Or indeed, well, it's Jari who has the 100th, but maybe next time Timu will get the 100th.
Teemu Soine was one who would have had his 100th start, but he hasn't been around lately. I hope he will come back and claim that prestigious 100th start earlier for Excel. Meanwhile, we got T-Bug just catching up to Gabri and still holding on behind, not doing an aggressive move, but Gabri goes wide, and that opens up the corner for T-Bug, and T-Bug is through. Wow, that's very weird from Gabri to go such wide.
Our cameras return to the action. This will be Stephen Martin versus Rid. They're entering Sector 1 and the infamous chicane there. alas for Rid, he's just not going to be close enough for turn 6. I mistakenly called it turn 4 previously, but yeah, it is turn 6. And Steve Martin is just keeping him at the arm's length that he will need, but no sign of any fuel-related pit stops. Of course, Arska with the repairs will join a lap down, but he'll be happy to still be active. Oh, there's a side-by-side battle here for one of the cars ahead. It's Adam indeed against Johnny. Bit of contact, and Adam's going to slide towards the wall. And
Johnny is gonna be able to catch it back up. Oh, he's not.
No.
Adam just keeps it, even though he got a very bad exit after the contact with the wall. But that's
Oh,
very
he hits
aggressive.
the wall.
What's happened to
Totally
Johnny there?
Lost his traction. He's gone straight to the pits. I don't know if that was hardware related, but he's definitely peeved off at the battle with Adam. So he's going to dive into the pits here, Miika. And
that seemed very unnatural.
Lost.
So
yeah,
I'm
it
not
seemed
sure
like
what
he lost
happened, but
connection with his hardware for just that brief moment. So very sad to see that, but hopefully neither driver will feel too bitter about it. It's just one of those things. Yeah, he is angry about it, but yeah, we'll just have to carry on, and he'll hopefully rejoin in 20th or so. Yeah, he should be in that kind of, or 18th, I think, roughly 18th. So yeah, very unlucky, and he'll just have to fuel up and hopefully make it to the end here, Miika. So yeah, all those things.
yeah, this is the part where if you had race engineer, he will be telling you just head down and keep going. The race isn't over. You can still gain quite a lot of places here. So keep going, Johnny. You got it. Meanwhile, the battle in the lead is still as close as ever. Only 0.6 of a second between these guys. Rex is not letting off Sufor too easily. He's gonna keep pushing, and I'm not sure. Let's see if Rex will go on a move here, or if it just is just happy to follow Sufor and see how the strategy plays out.
Yeah, of course, strategy for the race leaders is well and truly fundamental to get a little bit of a head or sort of mental game here to try and win this race using the off track nous to make sure this battle, which is so difficult to call, it could be the deciding factor. I know certainly in the past, not completing the 10-second mandatory pit stop if you're exiting the box after 9.8 seconds, that's an invalid pit stop without a second one to back it up, or else you get a penalty. So that's how intense it can become in Rony's Tuesday Fund Race Extra Large. So yeah, these two guys now within 0.4 of a second really have to think long and hard about how they can get every last piece of advantage they can.
Yeah, and also keep in mind that United is only 4 seconds behind them, so if they were to start fighting and they are equal on pace, they might lose a lot of time there. So then it could turn up to be a three-way battle instead of two-way. So if they just keep on going as a train, they might win like over all the other drivers.
Absolutely. So now the battle for the top 10 is one to observe as well here, with Michael Malik chasing Aerox, looking to find a way through, although all these left-handers that form the Pretzel in the Pretzel ring to go from the industrial state back out to the main circuit. It's the most difficult part to overtake, as we saw previously with Adam and Johnny having the little bit of afters there. So you can see now on board Michael, so close to hitting the barrier that forms the inside line apex, but he judged that one perfectly, Miika. So he's pushing as hard as he possibly can.
Yeah, you really gotta get close to the barriers if you want to go fast. You have to carry all the momentum that you can. So white lines are needed, but white lines are very hard when walls are right there. There's no runoff areas whatsoever. Looking through the field, I saw momentarily ago, Rony just got past Rain, and Rony's climbed back to P16, and he's trying to recover from his spin before. And here we have the Hamley. He's alive and Twitch as usual on the Hamley underscore, where you can. Oh, that's the wall there. You can see his onboard if you feel like you want to see the driver's view from this race. He's on a secure fourth place at the moment, no threat from behind, and he's not a threat to Unite on P3 at the stage.
Of course, yeah, to have that space in front and behind you, it shouldn't force you into a false sense of security, but yeah, just right in the sandwich, Unite 6 seconds ahead and Adam 6 seconds behind, so he is kind of in the ideal range if he wants to pit a little bit earlier. Oh, he tags the wall, actually, just like I say, he's hit the wall before the final hairpin, so thankfully the suspension hasn't abandoned him, but the 12-13 chicane giving Tamuli a little bit of trouble, but he's not out of contention by any means, as Sufor now completes the fastest lap, Miika, 1:45.060.
Yeah, Sufor, he knows that he needs to go fast if he wants this win. Rex will not let him off easily, as I said before, and Sufor keeps delivering. And here we have Manchester, who is just catching up to Gabri. They're getting pretty close, but that's a big slide from Manchester there. I wonder if he lost some time there. But maybe this car might not be quite like it doesn't care about the slides too much. You might not lose too much speed if you have like slide that's not too big on an angle, so it might be worthwhile.
Yeah, I suppose the fact that it does use the Road Super tires means that it's more difficult to put the traction down, whereas if you're on full slick tires, as Gabri makes a little mistake of his own, but he did catch the worst of it before it could take him into a spin. Yeah, I suppose the Road Supers does allow for drivers to not worry too much about being absolutely precise with their corner exit speed. They can push the car reasonably hard, but they have to, of course, watch out for the loss of traction as the race develops. But yeah, if they were on slick tires, then I think your point about the car behaving itself under stress in the corners, it's not as bad. You do get away with these slides thanks to the fact that the tires are less grippy, so you have more sympathy when someone else makes a mistake and you can catch them back.
Yeah, they don't eat quite as much of the speed while going sideways.
Yeah, up to lap 14 now. We have another battle coming up. Rid and Johnny look to be in combat here. So Johnny has just formed the overtake on Rid. Yeah,
he
got
just
the pass
got past
done.
Reed here, and Reed seems to be going onto the pit lane.
So he must feel he can get to the end on the single tank of fuel. Yeah, so about 13 laps. Oh, he's hit the inside wall there, coming into the pits, but he does respect the speed limit here, and he will get into the box safely enough, and that should just be the fuel. Maybe a setup change if he's feeling frisky, but yeah, I think he just wants to get his 10 seconds out of the way. And yeah, there you go, 10.21. So Rid has set himself up now to go to the end of the race here on this final tank. It is a very small tank in this car, so he should be okay after completing 14 laps.
Yeah, there's Happy D just behind Manchester. Happy D touched the wall a little bit there on the outside, and that hurt him a little bit. I hope he didn't get too much damage, but he lost certainly some time. He was much closer to Manchester than you can see right here, right now.
Of course, yeah, Manchester looking behind here. How he gets on. Yeah, So it is Mad Jester looking behind a Happy D and a bit of another tank slapper on corner exit. So the opportunity for Happy D, I think he should be within 7/10. Yeah, so the 147.8 compared to Mad Jester now. Yeah, 147.8 for both of them, so they're about equally matched. And that should be very, very fascinating to watch. Particularly Arox, he's looking quicker though, 146.7. And that will leave us with 3 cars fighting for the 8th position as the race goes further into its stint. About probably up to 25 minutes gone, nearly half an hour since we got the slightly delayed start. So yeah, still plenty more where this came from, Miika. So yeah, let's wait and see.
Yeah, it's definitely a battle that's boiling up, and Happy D, he seems like he's getting closer to Manchester, but he's still quite not on the attack range yet. But definitely I see a potential on this fight. Lean, meanwhile, no fastest laps for now. Rex had slightly faster lap than Sufor had, so they'll be switching those laps back and forth, and the distance between them has remained pretty much the same, so no movement up or down, and that's a lapped car that I can see in the horizon for that would be Katila, I believe, in a yellow machine.
Yeah, it would most likely be Yari. There he is. Oh, he's understeered a little bit, so good spot there from our broadcast director, Martin Kapal there. So appreciate that one, Martin. Thank you. And the leaders will be meeting Yari at the exact wrong time because there's very little room here to fit 2 cars going side by side, particularly here into the second left-hander. Yeah, that's going to delay Sufor by quite a bit. And there we go. Turn 9 has helped out Rex here, who just got that fastest lap the first time he's breached the 1 minute 44 barrier, which is very good. And now here we go, Miika. This is Rex's best chance so far to take the overall lead if he fancies his chances, or else he'll duck into the pit lane and have a brave effort. No, he's certainly going to keep racing. So can he make a move into turns 1 and 2?
Yeah, so far I'm not very happy about Katila there. It was unlucky that they were met in like the narrowest part of the track, and now Rex is just on the slipstream of Sufor. He's gonna go on the outside, and he's gonna play it very careful. Sufor driving very defensively, as you have seen the last couple of corners. But now Rex, he's just on it. I'm not sure he wants to stay behind anymore. He might want to take the commanding lead of this race.
He sits back. He sits back for turn 6, but Sufor has gone a little bit too hot into the corner, and Rex on exit should have a better run here. The corners will go to the left again now, and that will give Rex the golden opportunity he's been craving to enter turn 7 or 8 in the lead. But no, Sufor outbraked him on the outside line. That was very courageous.
Yeah, Rex just playing it very safe. He didn't want to send it too far into the inside line, and that's a fair play. That way, at least they both are still intact and didn't come together. But Rex, he's still very, very close there. I can sense that he just wants to get that overtake done. But it's a very tricky one. It's not very easy to get past 2-4.
Yeah, he must feel he has another trick up his sleeve that he can deploy later on when Sufor might let his guard down a little bit. At the moment, he's got to be razor sharp in his thoughts and in his actions if he's going to hold on to this race lead. And he may try another switch back again, but Sufor, oh, he's wiggled actually. He's done the exact same thing again. Happy D will be overtaken in the pit lane here, so that should be a-okay. And there we go. Rex is through on the inside, but he needs to hang on to it. Sufor
So
back
we're
down
looking
the
the
inside.
inside line.
There's lots of space here to work with Miika. And I think they're going to go neck and neck.
Yeah, and this time Rex should have the inside line onto the left-hander here. Of course, we got these chicanes before. Oh, it gets very tight between them, and Sufor just sails past through. Oh, that was so scary. But Rex playing it once again very easy and trying to go for once again, cutting inside. Oh, and Sufor!
Oh no!
He spun it and hits the side of Rex, and Rex luckily can keep on going. Sufor lost a bit of time there, spinning around, and the Emily is actually third. I believe Unite has made a pit stop as he's dropped down to P5 here. The Emily was just far enough so that he didn't reach Sufor. But
sorry, Miika, you know what's really good though for Unite? He got a 10.07 pit stop, which means he's going to gain a lot of time as Sufor's current lap is compromised. So the fact that he now can push on the heavy fuel load, the near 20-litre tank, should get him handily enough to the finish. So he can push on as hard as he can. And Sufor will need another lap just to get his rhythm back. So that's great news for Unite. He got his timing absolutely spot on today.
Yeah, he might be a good surprise here for at least P2 now that Sufor lost, 6 seconds into that spin. So it's gonna be a mountain to climb for Sufor if he wants to reclaim the lead from Rex, or Rex needs to make some mistake. But of course, Unite was 4 or 5 seconds behind Sufor and Rex before he pitted, so Unite might even catch up Sufor when Sufor goes to the pit lane.
Of course, yeah, there's a great opportunity. Sufor lost about 9 seconds on his ideal lap time, meaning Rex lost about 2 seconds in all the back and forth battling. So there we have it. A big change of the destiny of this race. Still not even halfway yet. Yeah, the halfway mark is still to come, and the intensity will build up here. Tamuli P3 and Adam, of course, fighting his way all the way up to P4 from a lower midfield start. He's given himself an outside bet of a terrific result in about 50 minutes time.
Yep. As we're looking, Manchester here. He's just away from Eric's, and I'm not sure which way this battle is going. Is Eric pulling away, or is Manchester being the faster one behind? But at least certainly they're one of the closest pairings on the track at the moment.
Absolutely, the field spread is definitely making itself known now. Most drivers who are still waiting to make their first pit stop, they should be perfectly okay, just keep going. But the great battles we saw earlier have been put to one side for the moment. But I'm sure when the pit stops kick in for most of these other drivers, Miika, then it will lift back into the full throttle action. And there's a look at Matt Jester. He's given Arox a bit of a food for thought at the moment. So yeah, gotta keep pushing.
Yeah, and just before Arox, there is Ask at the moment, who will have blue flags since he had to pit with his very damaged car. And Ask actually is spinning there. Oh, hits the wall. Luckily, the Arox is able to avoid the collision there. So not losing too much time here. I was just thinking back, if you remember where this battle with Sufor and Rex started, it was a lapped car that was hindering Sufor a little bit, that allowed Rex to catch up at that crucial bit, and now it's gone all south for Sufor.
Of course, yeah, not too long ago at this stage, Miika, so it really did make a huge difference. But at least Sufor now, with a bit of empty track, has locked in a new fastest lap, getting down to the 1:44.8. Long pit stop there for Master Race Cars Gabri. He noticed a bit of damage on the body, so he's got that fully repaired. And after topping up the tank to its maximum, he now has rejoined the track behind Rony, and that's P13 now for Gabri. 33 seconds stationary. Perhaps not what he wants to do again, but at least he has a car fit for competition, and he could get a look at Rony straight away here down the inside. Oh, Rony, he did well to realize what could have happened if he turned further to the left. But Gabri, he's not going to fuss and be patient. He just wants to get right on with it, and he gets past Rony. But will Rony enact a bit of revenge?
Yeah.
He will. Oh!
Gabri goes to the wall.
Goodness gracious. Oh, he'll be kicking himself for that one.
Yeah, Gabri, it's hard, like, joining from the pit lane just behind another driver, and while he pulled off the move inside, that was a very brave move, but well, Rony, he got at the back on there, and now that's Magic joining just behind Gabri, and wow, Gabri isn't getting away from these race green cars.
No, you won't be too happy that he has another race green competitor to deal with. This time it is, of course, Magic. And Adam's in pit lane here. Adam has pitted for repairs, so 27 seconds has been his payment for the racing gods there to make sure he can get to the end. So what he has to do now is push pretty much 110% to complete his objective of getting a very impressive result. So yeah, long way to go for Adam now. Anyone who does not need to repair damaged Miika will have a huge advantage.
Yeah, certainly. But Adam rejoining to the track on P10, I suppose that's correct. So it's not too terrible with a 26-second stop. So well done for Adam, and he has a lot of pace. He can still gain a few positions, surely.
Yeah, I'm fully on board with that opinion, Miika. Stephen Martin yet to pit, so I'd say he will go about halfway just to make sure he can secure routine run to the line, knowing how his car behaves itself. If he can copy the same fuel load over, then he'll know pretty well what he needs to do. And then Michael Malik is there as well in 8th position. So yeah, great news for Adam that he knows he's got 2 drivers to home in on, and he's going to fight. And now we're going to check out this battle between Rain and Happy D. So Happy D was one of those drivers who needed to repair damage, and Rain for air attack is going to notice that pretty quickly, and he's going to defend his position as best he can. In the pit lane, just further up the field, it's Mad Jester. He's missed his 10 seconds, so he must be going for the 2-stopper, Miika. He will have to go for a 2-stopper.
It might be a
if
strategy,
that was intentional.
Yeah, it might be a mistake as well. Happy Day was catching up Rain quite well, but something happened there on the straight. I think he missed his gear. I heard this car can be a bit painful with gears. It's sometimes hard to engage the gear as you need to lift up your and then shift and then press the gas again, and sometimes it just it's very hard to time. But Rain goes to make his pit stop. That allows Happy D to fly past him, and let's see if Rain can hit that 10-second mandatory.
Yeah, good to at least have that security. And Rain goes into the pit lane, so we'll just check out his suspension repair there. I'm not surprised having to deal with so many dangerous barriers, but at least he's going to have a little bit of a breather, and his objective will be to remain ahead of Arska. Arska just entering the final sector, going to go through turn 11, I believe that will be now. Give or take,
be close, but yeah, Rain is already off the pit lane, so he should stay well ahead of Arska, but Arska having a lot of pace might catch up sooner or later.
Yes, absolutely possible that Arska will have enough time, if he can lap consistently, to catch up to Rain and make that a fight for P17. Every point matters here in RTF RXL for your individual pursuit of the prize money. And now Arox comes into the box. So does Mad Jester to complete a second stop. So it was not an intentional 2-stop strategy. It was purely an accident, so he can laugh about that and get back to his duties.
Well, at least he served it now, so he's not forgot, and doesn't need to worry about any penalties coming up his way. So, well then, Manchester now just keep going and finish the race and make the best out of it.
Arox will join the track in 12th position. So Gabri, after his own requirement to be in the pits for so long, has not been able to beat Arox in that battle for 12th position. But with the greater momentum on this lap, he should be able to push on and try and take every corner as perfectly as he can. So it will be another duel for Gabri to get excited about.
Here we have a battle that's forming up. Stephen Martin has just got up close to Michael, and he's almost on the attic range. But behind them is also Adam, just catching up this battle. So it's almost a three-way battle. I believe Adam has had a lot more pace than these two ahead. So Adam might just be the one going to make a move. Oh, Michael goes to the pits just from ahead of these guys. So now it's up to Martin and Adam to battle this one out for P6, that would be.
Yeah, I don't think Stephen will bear too much resistance here. Yeah, he's better off getting a bit of slipstream off Adam instead. So easy enough overtake there for Mr. Brown. And he will carry on his own race. So Michael will hopefully rejoin after some... Oh, he's got the 10.18 refuel job. So this is superb news for Michael. But he will have Mad Jester past. And Johnny SVK is coming right behind as well, Miika. So he has to absolutely be tuned in here. No mistakes on this outlap. And if he has to battle with Johnny or let him go, then yeah, he should make a decision very quickly. So as not to ruin his race. And there's Hermione just getting out of the way for blue flags.
Yeah, Michael's had a bit fastest lap than Johnny SVK, so if Michael can get back up to rhythm very well, he might just pull away, but never discount Johnny SVK. He's often a very big surprise.
Box, Sufor, the pole sitter, having lost his lead, he's happy just to top up the fuel tank and take him all the way to the 43rd lap that he instigated by setting the pole lap. It was the measurement needed to confirm the race distance, and he rejoins pretty satisfactorily just ahead of Unite. So that's great news there. So Unite, as we discussed earlier, got an incredible pit stop, Miika, and that's given him a chance at second position.
Yeah, Unite's got very close, as we suspected this might happen, and now Sufor needs to be aware of this and maybe even needs to defend from Unite. But if Sufor again can get back to his rhythm, he might be faster and just start pulling away. Which he of course hopes if he wants to fight Rex towards the end of the race.
Yeah,
and Svika still very close to Michael Malek. He's not letting away this P9 so easily.
Yeah, so Rex is probably taking this car to its ragged edge in terms of its fuel burning, fuel mileage. So yeah, Rex going way beyond everyone else at the moment. Lap 26 as he crosses the Pretzel ring. Start-finish line there. The start-finish lights held up by that support. So Rex lapping reasonably well now, still the middle of the 145 territory, but Unite, he's going to do Rex a huge favour here if Sufor is distracted, and then Kamuli as well will be appreciative that he's going long himself. These two battlers for third position at the current moment, Miika, are going to fight it out, hammer and tongs.
Yeah, of course, if they fight each other and lose any time, that helps Emily as well. So Emily might want these guys to be as aggressive with each other as possible. So he'd have any shot on P3. He is happening something that's Manchester. He's just gone past Michael Malek. Oh, that's a good one from Johnny Särkkinen.
Yeah, well spotted there, and that means that Johnny is building up his confidence again after his earlier mishap. He was not pleased with how Adam Brown raced with him, and now that he has got great room ahead of him, he's probably got the emptiest part of the circuit to himself now, so no one in front to worry about for quite some time. But Michael and Stephen Martin behind, or sorry, Stephen Martin ahead, but Matt Jester behind, I should say.
Yeah, that's Manchester. I wonder where he appeared into this battle. Was he ahead? Did he make a mistake?
Yeah, his lap was very poor last time, so
so
yeah,
that's probably what allowed the Johnny Särkkinen to make that move on Michael Malek, and now it's a nice little three-way battle forming up.
Oh, here you are now.
Very bad exit for Michael. Manchester is able to pull alongside, and this little chicane is not very nice. And when you go 2x2, and oh, Michael goes very deep in there. Luckily, no bigger contact. Yeah, they'll still clean off there. Good battling between these guys.
And may have been a mistake there for Adam Brown. He said the same wall in the chat, so that must imply he hit the barrier when he did not want to. So that will have cost him a little bit of his lap time. Stephen Martin pulls a little bit clear. I'll double check that, of course. Yeah, he's definitely made a mistake somewhere. A very slow lap here for Adam Brown standards.
Unlucky for him. Still giving so far hard time, not letting him escape too far away. Not really being side by side, but definitely staying on Sufor's mirrors and keeping him busy, just not making him know that he's there, that this is not any free place for Sufor.
There are no gimmies here in RTF4. You're going to see another example of it. Down the inside goes Matt Jester. A big slide there for Michael. He's probably relieved he could hang on to that one out of turn 2, but now turns 3 through 5 are going to be very dangerous. Yeah, you can see Michael's tagged the wall. That's going to cost him a little bit of his placement. And down the inside, Matt Jester tries to whip out the rear end to force Michael to stay high, but no, the corner exit as Rex is pitted for 10.19 seconds. So race leader has pitted Tamuli. I'm not sure if he's able to even pass him yet. So great news there. Michael misses the corner apex and up the bridge they go. And incredibly, Michael has better acceleration despite a poor sluggish start.
Yeah, this is a very intense battle between these guys. They are just going all elbows out there, battling through all the corners and all the narrowest places on track. And Michael still sends the inside, and he still keeps ahead, slightly ahead of Manchester. And Manchester is just there between Michael and the wall, thinking, where do I go now? And he's trying to keep it, stick it in the outside, and they just can't get rid of each other. Oh, this is great wheel-to-wheel racing going on.
Yeah, I'm loving this. So good from these two experienced heads. And there you go. Well done, Manchester. Finally got it. Oh yeah, there we go. Even more fun now in RTF4 XL. And Aerox, yeah, he looks very confident out of the final corner. And he should get the slipstream here. Yeah, blocking the inside line as many racing drivers should. But is it good enough to block Aerox? The Gen R driver,
Manchester
he's going to try to switch back.
Well.
Oh,
they're all sliding so hard, they are pushing to the absolute limit. And I'm just wondering, how are they still, everyone facing like forward? How did none of them spin? They all had massive slides there. But no, Michael once again with the big slide into the corner, tries to get as good exit as possible, but Eric keeps it cleaner, has a bit of overspeed there, and he's already side by side with him. Manchester now getting away from these two guys. And let's see, Michael keeps this position for now, but Eric tries to go with the switchback, but it just doesn't quite complete it.
There's so much to look out for here, but we have to switch to Sufor versus Unite. They're going absolutely back and forth here, and this may be Unite's chance. Sufor blocks the inside. Through to the high line goes Unite, but he needs very good traction on corner eggs. He's going to push as hard as he can, trying to be like an Olympic sprinter in lane number 7, I'd say. Very, very high up the road. And Unite may get a little bit of good fortune here, yeah. If he can nail this left-hander, he's got a brilliant chance. Oh my word, look at how close these two are. And it is a pass and a half from Unite to get himself third. But Tamuli, of course, is keeping Rex very honest. But now the inside is open to Sufor again. There's just no giving between these two. They're so evenly matched now.
Yeah, they are now on each other's necks, and this is gonna cost some time for both of them against Rex. So Rex is gonna say thank you for fighting each other, so my winning gets easier. But of course, nothing is over until it's over.
Yeah, the question now is, when is your teammate going to pit here, Meek? He's still going. P2 overall. But when is he actually going to run out of fuel, requiring that pit stop?
The wall there.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, the Hamoli might be running a strategy that he started with a full tank and then just refills the required 30 to 40% of fuel. Or whatever that is. But certainly he's had a very heavy car in the start of the race, as he can push it very far into the race.
Now T-Bug is P5, but he'll know now that Adam has since overtaken Stephen Martin, but he's a long way back at this stage. So yeah, T-Bug in 5th position here. Haven't had much to say about him so far, but a very commendable job so far. Just doing his own strategy here, not worried about anyone else. So yeah, great job here from T-Bug. And I'll be interested to see if he can make that pay for the remainder of the race.
Yeah, good job from T-Bug. He's avoided any incidents and kept it clean and doing very solid on P5. Very, very well done so far. Let's hope he can keep the same pace up until the end. And Unite, he's still looking at so far. He's still not given up as he shouldn't. But so far, he's got a little bit of breathing space there. Unite isn't just caught on his gearbox, but he's not far away from that. If he can nail a couple of corners better than Sufor, then that will absolutely be the case.
Yeah, it's just absolutely sensational to see these drivers now ready to go at their best. I'm sure probably the first 10 minutes were the most difficult of all, just to put away the nerves of perhaps colliding with the mid-pack, who are trying their best as well to fight up. But now T-Bug will shimmy through the slalom to get himself into the pits. No concern to these guys in 3rd and 4th, but T-Bug versus Adam Brown is likely to happen in a short while, so we'll keep an eye on that as well. But we'll stick with this incredible fight for the bronze medal position.
Yeah, Unit was getting a bit closer there already, but he lost out once again a little bit. But we're talking less than a second between these guys, so definitely not big margins there going on back and forth.
I'm now interested to see how close Adam Brown is. Of course, T-Bug will rejoin comfortably ahead. He got his pit stop absolutely nailed on there, Miika. 10.09, I think it was. Yes, it was. So we'll check out the delta when it's going to pop up here. Rain is in the pits as well for air attack. So we'll know very soon where Adam Brown is situated in relation to T-Bug in 5th. So that was the target I set for him. Try and get into that top 5 that he had earlier. So he's got to find 19 seconds in about 13 laps. That's going to be an enormous task for Adam Brown. But Rain needs to pit for repairs. Sorry
So we
to
got
interrupt.
Yeah, so we got the other battle here. Erox was just catching up Manchester, who was catching up Johnny Svika, but Erox made a little mistake, so he's dropped off a little bit further behind. Manchester, though, he's getting there close. He's not quite on the range of attack so far, but in a couple corners he might. That's a very understeer entry into the corner, but just makes a turn before the exit wall.
Mystery solved. It's Tamuli on lap 31, starting his 32nd lap from the exit of pit lane, and he got himself a 10.2 second stop, and that should be a very safe fourth position now for Tamuli. Brilliant work there to take the car the longest of nearly everybody. Perhaps Stephen Martin is the last car that owes us a pit stop, so we'll double check. Yeah, he's still going here. So
Yeah,
nicely
Manchester
done.
now in big trouble. That understeer corner before allowed Eros to catch him right on him, and Eros was trying to get alongside, but couldn't. It was the narrowest part of the track, and he had to yield. He had to stay behind a little bit. But once again, they're getting closer. Johnny SVK, and this is another three-way battle brewing up, as is brewing up the battle for P3 between. I mean, it's P2 for now between Sofar and United.
Yes, of course. So yeah, so much on the line here just to be the runner-up today. It's exceptional to see these two, and maybe United's got a glorious chance now. If he can just get through the chicane appropriately, yeah, he's got a chance. Sufor should be able to block the middle of the road here, meaning the barrier will not aid Unite getting a chance down the inside. Rony has pitted in a sublime 10.04 seconds. That'll get him running, but he'll be lapped by certainly the second and third place cars very soon. They're now comfortably in the 146.7 range.
Here's
And
the
look at
three-way
this.
battle back. Oh, they're almost three wide there. Oh, Eric's almost pushing Manchester ahead of Johnny SVK, and Johnny SVK trying to solve this. How can I manage this from the outside? But he's just boxed in. He couldn't do much there. But now it's Eric's going inside Manchester, and Manchester tries switching back up. Oh, but he can't. He couldn't make it turn enough. And now Johnny SVK, he's still hungry behind there. Oh, this is a great three-way battle in this very narrow street. And it's Erox who still keeps ahead, but we are closing on to the last corner here, which can open up another slipstream battle into the main straight.
Yeah, Johnny has tapped out here. He's going to watch and wonder what could happen here, but he just dives in a little bit too late, though. Mad Jester's got the best exit in my estimation, but of course Arox now has set up the car to have better acceleration, and that's given him his opportunity to defend again, but now he has no way of blocking the inside line until the last gasp moment, and that Jester will have to settle for that P9. But a brilliant lap from Arox to pass those two cars one after the other in a very, very courageous piece of driving. And there we go. He should be able to settle in now. But Stephen Martin, this is for position as well. So Arox will have one heck of a 5-minute spell here if he can get by Stephen, who's just eking out every last bit of fuel he can.
Yeah, well, help from Eric's that he can keep the position, and he's already getting close to Steve Martin. As we can see, Happy he's there battling against Magic, who's just ahead of him. Magic under very much pressure from Happy D. Happy D is usually a very fast driver, any Formula type of cars, and he's getting alongside there, going to look for the inside line, but no, he's leaving the brake very early, and Magic takes his line through the corner, but still not safe away from him.
My goodness, so Steve Martin has now tumbled down the leaderboard here, but that's perfectly acceptable, I'm sure. That Arox and Matt Jester performed legal overtakes, and yet that's enough on this stint for Stephen, and he will finally get into the pits. So he's going to have a splash and dash, hoping to time it exactly to 10 seconds, and then he'll have to just go like the clappers, as they say in the UK. So yeah, he's not willing to obey those speed limits. Most people probably don't know. So he's going to go the last box. He's hoping for 10 seconds exactly, and then he can try and push on and finish in the top 10 for all his might.
Yeah, here.
Done it!
There's
Spot on.
There we go. There's another battle going on the track between Magic and Happy. And Rex has just made it past them. They have had blue flags, but Rex is now ahead of them and shouldn't hinder this battle anymore. Meanwhile, Magic is on the inside line. Happy tries to look for the outside, but the chicanes are very hard to go side by side, and Magic touched the wall. That allows Happy to swing by from the outside line, and with that overspeed, he can get the position. Meanwhile, So far is then once again under pressure from Unite for the Battle of P2.
Yeah, that hit to the left side suspension arms will not be too soft. I'm sure he definitely felt that through his computer. So that will be a tough drive now to have Magic survive the rest of the race there. He can do it, but definitely his left side is a bit compromised, and Rony, his teammate, will be coming along. But now there's just no end to this fight for second position. It has been of the highest esteem and quality, and we're getting to the final 10 minutes approximately of this race. So it is a great opportunity for both these drivers just to say we're going to give Rex his congratulations if he can hang on to the win, but just in case, we're going to fight as hard as we can to make sure we're there to pick up any of those pieces. Rain will obey blue flags, so well done there, Rain. Unite will not have the best of entries into the chicane, but he's still got a chance, Miika, so yeah, keep working.
Yeah, I believe Sufor was already having flashbacks, having a lapped car there in front of him, but luckily Rain was met in a wide part of the track, and he was able to stick in the outside line, letting the faster guys through very well. And there's some race screen machines going battle with each other. That's Rony, who's just ahead of Magic, and I believe Rony has had a bit more pace throughout the race than Magic, so he should be comfortable there ahead.
Yeah, I suppose Rony's peaking at the second half of the race. He was towards the very back for most of the opening half an hour, so at least now he has his confidence and he's raring to push on and make another few overtakes. But again, Unite, he only had one moment ahead of Sufor, and it was ever so brief. So Sufor will continue to use his experience to try and block Unite and make sure that second place at the checkered flag will be his. So yeah, just amazing stuff between these two, and it will definitely pay off down the line in the championship. It's still round 3 of 12, so a very long way to go in this season.
Yeah, everything is still possible championship-wise, and even if you think about driving yourself, go ahead and give it a spin. For, as I mentioned, there's a generous 250 euros spread across the top 10 drivers. So if you can gather up some good plays and nice points, then...
Contact! I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
It's Gabri and Michael. Michael hit the wall on the inside and it started to unsettle his car. And then Gabri just came along and found Michael was just becoming very, very big in his mirror. So, yeah, our friend in the chat there, Nacho, will now be pretty upset. So, yeah, that's a shame. But, yeah, I think these two have mutual respect. So they'll try again without any shenanigans. So, yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, you're not still looking for that overtake on so far. He's just looking, not finding a place where he can stick his car. I believe he had one try for overtake we missed there. He was getting alongside so far from the outside, but there was a slight contact, and Unite has been much more careful since then. But he's gonna run out of laps if he's going to stay this careful. He has to make some moves quite soon.
Yeah, Gabri has another attempt here. He'll go to the exit gate of the industrial estate, and he has overshot the corner. And that's another chance for Michael. A bit of a 3 wishes on the genie's lamp. He's got a second one, and he's hoping now this car can be rescued to the finish. But of course, Stephen Martin, he'll know what's going on as he lets Rex by on blue flag orders. So Stephen Martin will know soon enough that Michael and Gabri are unwilling to give up their mutual respect here in the battle for 10th. So yeah, definitely one to watch.
Yeah,
Very good racing.
Got off to the battle for P2. Unit has just made a move, so for one just a bit wide here on the last corner. Unit has got the overspeed, and he's slightly ahead of so far there. So for trying to hang it out from the outside. Can he do it? No, not enough speed and momentum going there. So Unite takes the place for now. Oh, but has a big slide that allows so far to get just back alongside him and past him. Oh, these guys, they are just throwing it their absolute best on it, and so far still is able to maintain the P2.
And I hit one of the walls on the inside out of turn 2, and that was all Sufor needed to get his place back. So Unite, for all that effort, it's not been rewarded, but he will definitely try again. He must be having just the tunnel vision. He's got all eyes on Sufor, and then once he's made the overtake, he kind of has to readjust. But lap traffic is coming. I think that will be Rony, who will be soon lapped by these guys. So yeah, Rony, his distinctive paint scheme is going to be in sight very soon. But of course, Magic is running black and green, so we will see how the runner-up drivers at the moment are going to negotiate that traffic.
Yeah, we'll see. It's always very dependent on which part of the track they meet the driver. And let's hope they don't hinder them too much. And well, he always gets much faster here on this part of the circuit, and gets a good launch into the last corner and out of the last corner often. But now so far it's a good block, and he keeps the car straight, not sliding. Oh, a little sliding there on the exit, but he's much more stronger than he was a lap before. But he's trying to make it from the outside. Can he do it? No, he's yielding, but he's looking for the switchback, and we're closing up to the chicanes here. These are very hard corners to go side by side, but Unite will send it there. Oh, but they have to be careful. And also for going a bit wide there. Trying to get. He's on the outside line again. Can he make it stick this time? No, and he's going for the switchback once again. He should have the inside line for the next one.
Yeah, this is his first attempt. You saw earlier, Sufor had the braking bravery at this corner, but now on the inside line it might just be a little bit too much to ask. Yeah, well, secured their first gear for Unite, and now he's got to push up to 4th gear with 140 kilometers an hour entering the industrial estate. Is this finally his work done for at least the attacking side of the game? Yes, he is through, but the Blackwood industrial estate will punish anyone who's not concentrating, and that there will be blue flags to worry about just as the race will wind down to its finish. So yeah, let's stay very much eagle-eyed on this incredible battle, an enthralling battle for second place.
Yeah, this is definitely the most interesting battle on the track right now. We got a little bit of going here and there, but this is the one that we've been waiting, and this is the one that's been boiling a lot. And these are two very, very skilled drivers, so this might end up either way. And there's high stakes with P2 and P3. So for now, he's not very close to Unite. Cannot make an attack on the turn 1, but so far has been a bit faster than Unite from these chicanes onwards.
Yeah, and now the fascination about the top 10. It's building up nicely. Gabri still within range. He doesn't want to just go cavalier on Michael. He wants to do it with respect. And yeah, you can see Michael's going to lock tires there, and he spins. Oh, and he's going to back off here. So Stephen Martin will pick up the pieces. Oh, how unlucky for those two. Very, very honourable drivers. But now Stephen Martin, he saw the gap on the outside appear for him. So he's through. Happy D is through. And Rony is also through. So that will knock the oxygen out of Michael and Gabri's spirits. What a shame.
Yeah, and I see Gabri felt like he was responsible for that contact, and he spun Michael around, so he kept waiting there. But then there started a couple other cars coming up, so Gabri picked up his speed again and lost a couple positions there. Couldn't let Michael back through, but since Michael fell so far behind. But Adam is just on Eric here. Yeah, Eric's just trying to defend, but Adam, he's had a very good pace throughout the race, and he's getting very close now. Can he pull the move? Can he make it past?
Yeah, if anything, Adam has fallen behind on T-Bug. He's now 27 seconds behind him. So that means Arox has had a much better second stint here, Miika. It's been a stunning drive from Arox here, and he's beating one of our very best LFS drivers in Adam Brown. So that's a fabulous drive if he can hang on to it for another 3 laps, essentially.
Oh, pardon me. Very well done from Arox there. I also noticed that Adam has quite a bit of damage on his car, so that might be hindering his pace a little bit. So Arox could be safe with this one, and there's Happy D against Gabri. And Gabri's just trying to regain that position that he accidentally gave the Happy D as he was waiting for Michael.
A mistake from Sufor somewhere. Martin Kapal with the eagle eye there spotting. Sufor is now way off target. He's only entering the first corner of the industrial estate now, Miika.
Yeah, Unat made a good job after he's made the pass from Sufor. He's been able to pull away, and yeah, so far his car is not in very good shape. It's taking a big hit on the rear right, as you can see how body is twisted there. So must be not fun to drive a car like that. But he's still securing P3 at the moment, 4 seconds ahead of the Emily, who might not be able to catch him at this rate. There's still the MRC guys going on at each other. Gabri and Happy D, they are just very close to each other. Gabri's still trying to find the overtake, but just quite doesn't. Oh, that's a late launch into the inside, but Happy D should be able to get back, and he does. Good spot for Happy D, not turning into the corner too early, or that would have been collision otherwise.
Yeah, Happy D found the funny side of that, and he's gonna make sure he doesn't let that happen again. And let's see now, Gabri. I think he's pretty much lost all patience now. He thought a battle for 10th was in his future, but it's not currently going to happen. So he has a chance to Happy D understeers into the outside barrier, which will give an opportunity into turn 10, I believe that is. Sorry, yeah, it will be turn 9, beg your pardon. So great move if Gabri can hang on to it through the more parabolica style turn 10. Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, Gabri's passed, and he was faster before, so he might pull away, but let's see how well Happy D can follow him, and if he can put any pressure. But they might not want to fight too much, since Rony is just right there. You can see him in the picture with the white and green machine. So if they keep battling each other, they might lose the place to Rony as well, and they are still side by side in the start-finish line.
My goodness, there's so much on the line here with 1 lap to go for race leader Rex. He's lapped all the way up to Johnny SVK, I believe. So we're gonna have to give these other drivers the spotlight for the remaining nearly 110 seconds, give or take. So, yeah, good work here from both these guys. And it's last chance saloon here for Gabri, and it's not going to happen just yet. He's got to keep pushing, keep the car in a steady sort of turn in, and then on corner exit, wait to accelerate. Now, Adam, certainly misleading camera. He's very slow. He's out of fuel. That's out of fuel here. He's just trying to get the clutch working where the uphill sections are. So he's just going to raise the revs to get up the inclines, and he's going to struggle to make it to the end here. But Johnny SVK may be able to profit in the last minute. But Rex, he's going to come up to Adam Brown very soon. So Miika, let's salute our winner in just a moment's time. So here he comes. Rex is about to win a brilliant
You can see the last corner already. Well done from Rex. He gave hard time to Sufor from the very start. He never let him get away too far, and he made the pass, and now he's taking the win by quite a margin, 16 seconds to unite with the P2. So very well done from Rex. Unite is gonna secure the P2, but I can see so far is still a little bit under threat from the Hamley, who wants that P3, he wants the podium, but so far he's got the last corner to go. His car isn't in very good shape, but I think he can still just barely keep up the place and finish P3. So well done so far, not losing out too much, and good job from the Hamley climbing to P4 and almost getting that podium.
Yeah, I'm sure Sufor will probably be glad he doesn't have to pick next month's combo. He's been the shining star of the first quarter of the season, and he will be very proud of himself just to keep the car running to the end. He will say Rex and certainly Unite performed very, very strongly today. So fair play to those top two, and Sufor for pushing on to the end. And now Arox, who found himself ahead of Adam Brown on pure pace, is just going to wrap it up here in P6, and then that should leave Mad Jester on the lead lap in 7th. He's going to take the final hairpin himself there, so well done to Mad Jester. He's going to showboat a little bit in honour of this very respectable performance. Michael Malik gives Mad Jester props for the battles, and one more car on the lead lap here, Miika, I believe. It is Johnny SVK. Quite enough race for him after some troubles, but he's done extremely well here to get on the start-finish straight without being lapped. So well done there to Johnny.
Yeah, good job finishing on the lead lap, and that will be P8 for him. So everyone up until P9 were lapped. So that once again tells the story about how fast our leading guys are here. Rex with huge gap, 16 seconds to unite. That's a very, very good one. So here are the complete results. Once again, Rex taking that sweet victory. Haven't seen Rex much around RDF or XL, so I'm not sure if this is his first win, but at least not had many wins here before. Unite, one of the consistent runners, secures the P2 after intense battle with Sufor, who is just able to keep the P3 to complete the podium. Then there's my teammate Hamley, who just lost out the podium, but great drive from him. He started a little bit further back and was able to climb a couple of places. T-Bug with a very solid drive on P5. Avoided all incidents, kept it clean. We didn't see him much. He was just doing his own race, and a very, very solid drive from him. Average with P6, just ahead of Manchester and Johnny SVK, who were fighting a lot there. And then Adam and Stephen Mording completing the top 10. Then from P11 we got Happy D, Gabri, Rony himself, Michael Malek, Magic, Arska, Jari Katila, Rain, Hermione and Reed. Reed actually did not finish his wait, he's still above 50%, so he should be classified, but he's 18 laps behind, so he had to give up it at some point of the race. Then we got the second batch. There are a couple of DNFs, Raymond in the very early stages, and Santa Cruz as our first victim of the race. So only 2 cars with a actual DNF. So it's very high finishing rate from the guys here.
Absolutely, Miika. Yeah, I'm very proud of all the drivers who stuck it out to the very end. I know Arsk in particular had to buckle down very, very hard just to make sure he could complete his landmark appearance, his 50th, and then his teammate Yari got his 100th. So yeah, well done to them. Wasn't the best day for them at all, but good spirit to make sure that they could see the checkered flag. And yeah, good behaviour overall. I have to say, I know there were a few small bits of contact and other controversial moments, but in general, I think the racing standards was very high today, and I'm so impressed with everybody. So well done.
Yeah, very respectful battling from everyone. There's not much bad blood between the drivers. It was a pleasure to watch such racing, and I hope we can get a lot more of this throughout the season. And here you're gonna once again see the season calendar. The next race will be April 21st, and it will be 6 p.m. UTC. Be there. The combo we don't know yet. That will be up to Rex to decide, but we will of course inform it once we know something about that. But keep the date in mind. We always got some good racing here in RDFR XL. So, Owen, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I have to say, Rex, stunning drive. He had to pick his moment very intelligently, I should say. And then once that happened, there's no looking back for him. So congratulations to Rex. And it certainly shows that RTFR XL, Rony made the point that brand new winners are coming of age now. So it hasn't been that sort of varied in terms of brand new competitors since about 2018, 2019 time. So I suppose Rex, he would have been one of those winners if I recall correctly, but he's got his just reward today, so well done to Rex. But of course, as I said, racing etiquette was extremely high today. Just a few little things I'm sure will be discussed among the drivers, but otherwise this Formula Skippy probably did what it was intended to do, and that was to show how clean driving should be done. So well done, everybody.
Yeah, and it provided us a lot of exciting racing. So I'm very happy about the combo that so far picked us. And once again, I want to give a shout out to our 3 Finnish guys with the landmarks here. Teemuli and Aska hitting their 50th RDFR XL starts and also finishing those, and Jari Katela with his 100th RDFR XL start. So big hand to every one of these staying for so long and committing to this series. It's great to have some returning faces time to time. And without further ado, I want to thank you, Owen, for co-commentating with me, and I want to thank Martin Kapal for being the director of the stream tonight. And we're gonna see you next time in next stream. From my half, thanks for watching and have a good night. Bye bye.
Good night, everyone.